2, go. Oh, gotta find the music. Hello, everybody. Welcome to number 23.
The Michael
Bottom,
Jordan episode.
yeah, bottom dweller banter. Um, Gonna be talking about. Got a big lineup today, actually.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, why don't we jump straight into the headline topic?
Oh my God. This is what I brought up to you before we started the podcast because it was
Yeah.
just announced today. So please take it away. Start
Yep.
us.
So, as I try to get these screen captured, Expendables 4. Goddamn, Expendables 4 is coming. And it's got some questionable cast choices.
Oh my
So,
God.
Expendables 4 officially announced with Sylvester Stallone, of course. You can't have Expendables without me, baby. Jason Statham, Dolph Lundgren. So that's the meat and potatoes cast, right? Of Expendables.
Yes.
Terry Crews, Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Uh, the new additions, um, Curtis Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Yes!
That's
I
like,
cannot believe it.
oh my
I'm
god.
so excited to see him in
50
that movie.
Cent is going to be in not the first movie that he's done with Sylvester Stallone, believe it or not. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No?
Honestly, no. No. What has he
Escape
done with
Escape Plan.
I haven't seen that.
That's him and Sylvester Stallone.
You
Anyway,
saw it?
yeah, I saw it. It was
Oh
actually
my
pretty good.
God.
Yeah.
That's good.
Megan Fox, okay. Tony Jaa, I don't know who that is.
Martial artist. Martial artist.
Martial artist, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's Filipino or
Like,
Malaysian or anyway.
goddamn,
Um,
I'm surprised with how bad the third one was that they're actually going ahead with a new one.
yeah,
Fucking, I think the second one was the only decent one for me. We've talked about the first one where they just
comical,
throw each other for 30 minutes.
dude. Oh my God,
That
we've
fight
talked about
scene,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned. I
Directed by,
don't.
hang on, sorry. Directed
Yeah,
by
go ahead.
same director who made the Need for Speed movie adaptation, which I actually liked. I thought it was kind of underrated at a time when the Fast and Furious movies were straying away from the racing formula. It was surprisingly like that could have been one of the original Fast and Furious movies, right? That was pretty
Mm.
good. The Need for Speed movie. I saw that with Aaron Paul. Yeah, I recommend checking it out if you just want a straight up racing movie and you're tired of the new Fast and Furious movies. But yeah, new Expendables, who would have thought? I mean, it is
Yeah.
a big franchise, but does this generation care about Sylvester Stallone or Jason Statham? I guess
Uh,
Terry Crews is still popular because of Brooklyn, I feel like.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah,
Yeah, but
but I was laughing out loud when I read this
yeah.
headline, and it's just the first thing I said, and Bard knows this. I'm like, what about Wesley Snipes? Where's Wesley Snipes? I don't see any mention if we're gonna get him back in any
Yeah.
form, even if it was like a cameo or a flashback or anything or a reference. We
Flashback.
don't know.
This movie doesn't need a flashback. Come on, man.
Anyway, Wesley Snipes was a great part of that third movie, though. I remember him very well. And I
Yeah.
don't remember the third movie very well, but I remember Wesley's scenes really well. And I don't know why.
I didn't like the third movie at all. It didn't have anything to do with Wesley Snipes. The whole movie, like, I tried watching it and I couldn't even finish it, I think. Yeah.
This, I, I just, 7 years after that third movie, I'm so surprised we're getting one.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Are they going to call it? They're not calling it something else. I think they're just actually going to call it Expendables 4. At least that's just what
I
we
think
know.
that's what they always called it. Like, they didn't have any subtitles.
No, I was thinking like they just might like they wouldn't call it Expendables 4. They would just give it a different name altogether as a fourth. But this is probably the right thing to do. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Dolph Lundgren too.
Dolph Lundgren. Still
I like
going.
him.
Fucking
I like him.
solid.
Very solid. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Anyway, I'm watching this. Are you?
Uh, I gotta check out the trailer, man, because like I said, I was kind of burned out on the third one. Yeah.
Come on, come with me. Let's go. in a
It's fucking
post-pandemic
50 Cent
climate.
though. 50 Cent is
Dude, I'm a 50 Cent fan. I can just imagine him
50
shooting at
Cent
people.
in the club.
Get out the
Yeah.
house.
50 Cent fucking
G-Unit.
G Unit in the club.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I like 50 Cent's music, so.
Yeah.
And he's a troll, eh? 50 Cent is a complete
That
troll. If you've
explains a
seen
lot.
him on social media,
Yeah.
he's a complete troll. He talks a lot of shit, but he's one of the funniest like music personalities that I've seen. I think he's quite a funny guy, so
Okay.
we'll see where this goes.
All right.
Anyway.
Next thing. So, I don't know if you know. I've been fucked up my OBS. 1 second. I've been watching horror movies recently. A lot of the classic ones. Like, I'm not a
Hmm.
fan of the supernatural type ones. I'm more a fan of the realistic serial killer ones. So,
Yeah,
I've been watching Friday the 13th. I plan
right.
on watching Evil Dead and Halloween and more Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And new Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming straight to Netflix. And that's pretty interesting. It is a pretty iconic franchise. Um, and the new film is going to be coming from the producer Alvarez. Now, you might not be familiar with the name, but I recognized it because he directed the Evil Dead remake in 2013. And that
Oh,
was quite a well received remake. I've yet to see it. I think I just got picked it up recently from somewhere, and I do plan on watching it because apparently it leans into the more horror aspect, as like the Sam Raimi ones got kind of action comedy type as they went
yeah,
on, but the
yeah,
Evil Dead remake really brings back the horror aspect.
right.
So, and it's one of the better what do you call it, horror movie remakes, which was a trend for the past decade. Um, Speaking of horror movie remakes and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the only the only movie I've happened to see in this franchise is the 2003 remake that was produced by Michael Bay, believe it or not. And
What?
yeah, Michael Bay, as a side hustle, I guess, started a studio that focused on horror movie remakes, and
Huh.
they did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They did Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. All the classic horror movies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
And I saw Texas Chainsaw, and I thought, I haven't seen the original one, so I don't know how it holds up. I thought it was pretty good. It didn't have great.
The Michael Bay produced one.
Yeah, the
It was
Michael
pretty
Bay
good.
one. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. People, let us know what if you've seen it. I want to know what the
Yeah.
people think too. Please
Just
comment.
just like what the original one was, it's not as gory as, the movie went down in history as a very disturbing or gory film. When you actually watch it, it's not that much. It was kind of hyped up. You know how the narrative, how it becomes like a cult type of movie, and people remember it being a lot scarier than it was just because it was something new at the time.
So
But
like for
but
me, but that would be like It by
com-
Stephen King.
compared to some of the straight up demonic shit I've seen recently, I saw Sinister, dude. That movie is
Scared the shit out of you?
fucking insane. And
I can't. I'm a fucking pussy. So this
yeah,
Chainsaw Texas Massacre, all this, I
like
can't handle it. I
I
can't
saw
handle it.
Friday the 13th, and I'm like, it's not that scary. It's more like it's more of a thriller, I'd say, if
I
anything.
still can't take it. I'll just watch like this, like
You
half
wanted to
open.
watch Evil Dead.
Evil Dead is gonna be more comedic than scary, I
You were
think. So that's
such
why
a
I'm okay
fucking
with it.
hypocrite.
I just that's the one I'll let it go, but I'll let it go for two
Because
reasons.
I know why
Two
you let it
reasons.
go. Because
Raimi,
and why Raimi?
Raimi.
Because Spider-Man. You're
Yes.
such a fucking hypocrite. Like you wouldn't watch any of the horror movies that we were watching, but you were gonna watch this one just because you're fucking Spidey Boy directing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck you, bro.
Man, fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
It's you right now. I'm not saying fuck you. You reminded
And
me
I'll
of
have you know, the
what's his name?
Evil Dead one is a horror movie. Like it's not as comedic as you think. The first one.
Oh,
So yeah, you're in
well,
for a treat if you're gonna
I'm
watch
in
it.
for a treat, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
And
Let's
if
let my
that okay,
hypocritical ass get roasted.
I'll switch gears. If that gets you into horror movies, I'll be pretty happy.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. What if it does lead to a change?
Yeah.
Mm.
If it makes
Let's
you
see how
stop
my
being
let's
such a
see.
fucking pussy and watch these horror
I yeah,
movies, I
I
guess.
watched
Yeah.
Stephen King's It, and that was it. That was it, pun intended. I saw that, and I was scared shitless forever for times after for
What,
any
the
scary
original one
movie.
or the
So,
new one?
the original Stephen King's It.
Oh, the
Saw it when I
19
was
something
90.
one.
Yeah, the 91 with Tim Curry, I
But
think.
how old were you when you saw it?
6.
So, because you were scared of a horror movie when you were 6, which is more
No, but
than
other times I've walked
normal.
by, like I can't handle it. Like I just can't. I think I've
Oh
like
my God.
I think my I put it out of my memory, but I've tried maybe twice after, and I just
What,
can't.
what
Like
what
I
did
just
you
sit there
try
like this.
watching?
I don't remember.
And
Maybe
at
The
what
Grudge in
age?
2004.
At
I
what
was
age
like,
though? Like you couldn't
once
have
I
been
think
more
once
than
was
12 in
10,
2004.
10 and 14.
Bro,
The
you gotta
other two
watch a
times.
fucking movie now, man. You were scared as a kid, which is normal, and now you're not gonna watch horror movies? Like that's ridiculous.
Listen, dude, a lot of people have these things that they don't want to do. Come on, cut me some slack here. I know you really want me to watch them, but the
I'm just surprised
heart
that
is
you're
like,
because of a bad experience 20 years ago, which is just normal. Everybody at that age would have been scared out of their goddamn mind. I watched Saw when I was like 10, and that scarred
so.
me for a few weeks. But I bet if I watch it now, it's not gonna be that bad. I don't know.
Yeah, but you make a good point. You're not wrong. I mean, it would be okay to try again.
You gotta try more, man.
Uh, but yeah, Evil Dead. I thought it would be a bit more comedic, so I'm like, I think I can let that one slide. And as we have so honestly pointed out, it is correct. Like it is Sam Raimi's stuff, so I'm like, I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
Not that's not bad though. If that gets me into it, you're gonna be like you're gonna backpedal on that first thing.
yeah, I'm down. If that gets you
We'll
into
see.
horror movies.
I don't know. It could very well not. God knows, dude.
You've
But anyway,
seen horror movies.
sorry, what?
What else have you seen?
Mm, I can only remember it and The Grudge. That's it.
The
I can't
Grudge.
remember the third one. There was a third one, and I don't remember it.
Mm,
Mm,
yeah.
I can't remember it. It
Anyways,
was like in the early 2010s. I saw it. I just don't remember what it was.
yeah, you
And
gotta try
I
again,
sat
man.
there like this for people on video. I was like this. It's like that. Opening my hands occasionally. Anyway,
Hey, the
yeah.
movies that I saw recently that I saw one of the Insidious movies in theaters. Yeah, that was fucking scary. In theaters, it's like next level
Ugh,
because the sound and the
I
big
can't.
screen. It's hard to look away too, but
Hmm.
mm, well, it's fun. I like it. I like being anxious. I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like being anxious. I
It
can't
took me
handle
a
this shit.
while as a kid to be not scared of the dark anymore. Do you remember that? Were you ever scared
Uh
of the dark as a kid?
no.
No.
Thankfully, no.
Okay. Well,
Never
I
was.
was scared of the dark for more than longer than I want to admit.
I don't know if my
Probably
brother
until
was,
I was
but
a goddamn
yeah.
teenager, which is really embarrassing. But yeah,
So then we're both equally embarrassed here. I got scarred from a scary movie,
I got
and
scarred from a
you
scary movie, bro. That's
no.
normal.
No, but I'm saying it's a scar that led to me never touching them again,
Oh,
right?
that's yeah,
That's
that's fair.
embarrassing, don't you think?
I think when I watched Saw, I also swore off horror movies for a long time, and then what got me back in? I'm trying to think. Which movies got me back in? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank.
You'll remember later. Just bring it
I'm
up.
shooting blanks. It was the new wave of horror movies, the Insidiouses, the
Yeah.
Annabelles, and the yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure you'll remember whatever the specific ones were.
yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Next topic we got. Let me get the screen going again. We got this completely slipped my mind. We got the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game coming up. Did we ever talk about this? Shredder's
We
Revenge?
talked about the Seth Rogen produced movie coming out. We never talked about the game. And
Oh right.
I have a lot of faith in this game,
This game
man, because
looks
it's
fucking solid, dude. Like,
Konami's making it, right?
are they? That's
They
pretty.
are. That's what I know. That's what I know. Konami, who did. You remember the
I
Simpsons
don't.
arcade
I'm
game?
looking at the title screen and I don't see their credit on here.
It's either Konami or what's it? What's their name? Hold on.
It's
But
Dot
anyway,
Emu, which have been making pretty solid beat 'em up games recently.
not
Um,
Konami, is it?
I don't see Konami's name in this article, but
Let
maybe
me
they're
check here.
publishing it or something.
Yeah, I believe they're the
Because
publisher,
Konami doesn't
maybe.
really make games anymore.
No,
Yeah, but
published
this
by
looks
Dotemu.
fucking solid, dude. Like, they're going to try to recreate the most like iconic TMNT game, which was Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
Originally an arcade game, also came out on SNES. So yeah, it looks good. I hope it's 4 players. That would be pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a pixel art is really smooth. Lots of animation, lots of frames. Yeah, it looks fucking solid, dude. Especially at an age where couch co-op games are so rare. This will
Hmm.
be pretty welcome. Indie games are pretty much picking up the slack where AAA games
Yeah.
kind of disappointed. You know.
And this is arcade style. I just know that
Yeah.
the creative team who did the X-Men arcade game
Yeah.
and the early 91 and the Simpsons arcade game in the
Capcom
90s,
did
I
the
think
X-Men game.
that was X-Men Children of the Atom. That was Capcom.
No, that was a fighting
Uh
game.
yeah, that was a fighting game, but I'm talking
No, I'm
about the
talking
X-Men
about the.
arcade game.
Yeah, that was
Arcade game, the
Capcom.
side-scrolling one.
Yeah,
No, that
that.
wasn't Capcom.
Yeah, it was.
I'm positive it wasn't.
X-Men.
There's an X-Men arcade game in the
Arcade.
90s where it's like
Pretty sure it's
side-scrolling like
Oh, it's
Simpsons.
Konami.
Konami. So I
Yeah.
think Konami's involved in this. I looked it up like 2 weeks ago
Let's see.
about this game.
Let's see.
Anyway, but if that same creative team is behind this game, I'm pretty sure like people are in good hands. Like if you wanted to do a day one purchase, like
Okay,
I think it's
I don't think
reliable.
Konami is involved in this, but it could be people that worked
Yeah,
on Konami back in the day
m
could be involved.
maybe, maybe. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm not worried because Dotemu has been doing solid games. Like they started out as porting old arcade games to Steam, like all the Metal Slug and Neo Geo games, and like
Yeah,
I think they made Streets of Rage 4, which people say is pretty much the definitive beat 'em up game, like
yeah.
the ending argument of beat 'em up games.
I hear
So
it's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I would play this game
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of games involving punching, uh, this was a big deal to me. As I rarely do, I went on Twitter and then I see from a comic account that I follow, I see Marvel's Midnight Suns, an official announcement trailer, and like immediately my brain goes, "What? The Midnight Suns?" Except they spell it sun as in sun with sunlight, not sun as in the like an offspring sun.
Right.
So they changed that. It's Midnight Suns again, as in the sunshine. But last thing I ever thought I would see was like a Midnight Suns game because that was like a mid '90s comic, which didn't. I don't think it lasted too long. And here's the thing where it got weirder for me is like if you watch that trailer, you see Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Captain America, and those were never original members of the Midnight Suns as I remember it.
That's
And
probably an addition for popularity. Like, if you think Marvel now, you think Iron Man, you think Captain
yeah,
America, which is crazy. Like a few decades ago, these characters would never be mainstream.
I have a
Pretty
theory
much
about
the only Marvel characters that I remember were what, Hulk and Spider-Man.
right.
Pretty much, right? Besides
But
X-Men.
my theory about why they put like non-Midnight Sun characters in this game. Also, you phasing in and out of reality is extremely
Yeah.
entertaining for people watching us on video. But I think why they added those like mainstream Avengers movie characters is probably the publishing thing. Like the publisher's like, so here's your pitch, right? Where are the mainstream characters?
Where's
And
the
the
big
devs were like,
boys?
but those characters aren't Midnight Suns, and they're like, well, if you want this game made, you're gonna have to add them. And
You
it's
know
just like,
what? I
okay,
agree. I agree, 100%. Disney said, "Okay, where's where's my boy Chris Evans at?" And they
yeah,
pretty much had to add him. Yeah.
where's Logan? And then they're
Yeah.
like, nowhere, but we can put them in. It's like, yeah, you better, otherwise this isn't
Yeah.
happening. They even put in Colossus's sister, Magic. She's in there. She's I don't think.
I
Actually, we
just
didn't see
saw
her in the
Blade. I
movies.
think I briefly saw Blade there.
Blade's in it. That's what I was gonna get to, which I loved. I
Yeah,
was like, when I saw Blade's an original member
watching
though.
the trailer right now. Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
Fucking. I
Ghost
hope Nicolas
Rider.
Cage voices him.
We can wish. I don't think that's gonna happen. What's his name? I think they're using Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I don't think it's Robbie, although it looks more like the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. There's of course Doctor Strange, who was like the founding member, as I recall,
Okay.
in the comics. And I'm like, this is cool because there's only a couple characters for now, but they can get pretty ambitious with DLC, which I
So
hate
this
that
is
damn
so
word DLC.
so
Huh? What's
right,
up?
right. So this is like pretty much a cinematic trailer. It doesn't say what kind of game it's going to be.
Well, I can tell you all about it. We're gonna get to that. But I just thought like for DLC, you have a lot of room because in the comics, like other Midnight Suns are Punisher, Iron Fist, Black Cat, Morbius. But anyway, I gotta tell you how this is gonna work out. Because apparently it's gonna be a mix of, and one of my friends who might be listening to this, our friends, he might pop off from hearing this. It's a mix of XCOM style tactical RPG missions and dialogue-driven relationship building gameplay between your character, which is called the Hunter, and I would hope we can play the other heroes like
That's the
Prey.
insert character.
The insert character, which I'm going
Yeah.
to talk about. I wanted to answer your question first because I was going to talk about the hunter before,
Yeah, yeah.
but let me continue saying that you're supposed to build relationships amongst the hunter and other characters. So, what it seems to be, the main villain apparently is Lilith, which I think is accurate to the comic. And then she has her child, which is called the Hunter, which is the first customizable original hero they made for this game. As far as I could remember, I don't remember a Marvel character called the Hunter. I couldn't find a match when I looked it up, and my brain drew blanks and shot blanks.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that was a 2K mandate for like the movie characters, but I don't care. I think as long as you handle it well, be my guest. Just make it good. That's all I care. And and also before I throw it over to you, isn't it interesting that we got the Guardians game coming up, and then we
Yeah.
got this? What's going on here? They just started like sending out
They
their
realized that video games are
IPs.
a big market,
I guess this
and
is
they've
so
been
new,
missing out. Like
Marvel.
they've been going movie after movie, sometimes two, three blockbuster movies a year, so even more.
Yeah,
Not counting TV shows. Like why isn't the video game market as caught up? And like, is this also a Square Enix collaboration? Because that's what their contract was, right? But it doesn't say
I'm not
anything.
too sure.
Marvel
That
and
I'm not sure about.
Firaxis Games. Okay, I don't know who's publishing it though.
Not sure either.
Yeah.
But if you guys are curious about more details, they have a Twitter page up, and I think they have a YouTube channel for Midnight Suns. So anyway, that's the news on that. This next piece of
Let
news,
me
though,
check
is
some. Sorry, let me check some comments on this.
yeah, sure.
Game trailers with no actual gameplay footage are worthless. Yeah, I agree.
Someone said that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only
It
cutscenes.
it's gross that they named this Midnight Suns. It's an obvious knock on Midnight Suns. When I heard
Yeah,
someone mentioning this game, I was super hyped. But this trailer is so cringy and the character options are just dumb. Wolverine, Captain America, Iron Man should not be in this game. Added
yeah,
to that, they used a super bad cover of a Metallica song, Hard Pass.
that's true. They did.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
I
it was.
didn't play it because of copyrights, but
Yeah, don't. We're gonna get smacked and sniped. But any thoughts that you got before we
I
roll
got
over to
nothing
this?
until I see gameplay. But if you're saying
All
it's
right.
like XCOM, that's pretty interesting. Like you think
Yeah,
they would have gone for a more mainstream approach, like a third person action adventure, fucking Sony exclusive type game. But yeah,
dude,
that's interesting.
this piece of news is sad. Literally, as we're recording this, in about 4 hours, and as you people hear this on Wednesday, the Discord Groovy bot is dying. It's going away. And when I read this article, I was like the Punisher in like season one, episode like 6 or 7, where he's like, wait, no. I'm like, this is the worst piece of news ever because our group, we always use Groovy, or as we named him, we can always rename the bot. We call the bot so many
You
stupid things.
can't
We
say
called
half
it,
of the things that we
you
called it.
can't say half the things we named it. Gorvy,
Yeah.
um, you name it. We
I think this is a blessing in disguise. If it means you can stop playing the stupid shit that you guys spam with the fart sounds and the fucking I don't
and the
know.
vomit noises, yeah, we do that from
Yeah,
time to
farts and
time.
vomits. This is what these guys listen to.
Yeah,
This is what I have to deal with, people.
we destroy his ears, Bart.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have tinnitus because of these
fuck your
guys.
ears. You don't need them. You don't need
How
them. But
you
yeah, YouTube.
part-time musician don't need
Oh, that's true. That'd be the hampering you big time, the hampering. YouTube sent them a cease and desist. Apparently, Gorvy, I'm gonna call it Gorvy. It's actually Groovy, people. This bot violates YouTube's terms of service (TOS), where you can't modify YouTube and use it for commercial purposes. Which I realize is true because
let me
Gorvy/Groovy has a pro version, doesn't it?
let me translate this in simple terms. They're cutting it down because you can bypass ads.
Yes,
This
precisely,
is this is the meat and potatoes of
precisely.
this whole thing.
You heard him, people. He summed it up better
Yeah.
than anything. I do feel violated though, but then again, Groovy would try to make you get like the pro version. Fuck you. I'm not getting
Yeah, you
that.
can't monetize on other services. That's a red flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it though. I'm gonna miss renaming the bot. I don't know what we're gonna use now.
I'm
We'll have to
sure there will
fucking.
be a like an alternative that doesn't monetize it, and I'm sure somebody will come up with an alternative. The API, the YouTube API is not going away anytime soon, no matter how much they update it to break these kind of services. Like they break downloading YouTube and everything all the time, but they always come back. They're like cockroaches. If something is convenient, people are going to do it. And the if you want it to go away, honestly, offer a better alternative. Collaborate with Discord. Offer a YouTube embedded bot. Like do it officially. If you're gonna shut everything down, fucking do an offer. This is
Yeah, make
how
it.
this is
Yeah, go
an
ahead.
interesting tangent because this is how they pretty much defeated music piracy. Because yeah, you had CDs and you had buying albums online, but because it was convenient, people were just pirating it on LimeWire and stuff before iTunes even.
Yep.
People, it was just easier to pirate music, and what did they do? They made a service where you can made it they made it as convenient as possible. You get one account, you can play it on PC, like I'm giving Spotify as an example, PC, phone, whatever. Download your music, listen to new music. Like they made it convenient, and they kept the price low so that
Yes.
somebody who's looking to download an MP3 on the internet goes like, "Hey, that's too much trouble. I'll just get this service."
Mm-hmm.
And uh,
And I agree with that sentiment of it
yeah,
being too much trouble potentially.
yeah.
So
So the whole thing is to deter piracy. You can never prevent piracy. You
you can,
can
yeah.
deter it, and you can offer a better service.
Yep.
That's the way. That's how you beat piracy.
I agree. That was well said.
Look at Game Pass.
Game Pass. That's
Yeah,
right. That's a good example. Yeah.
yeah. So
Good streaming services. Yeah, those
yeah,
can deter it.
yeah,
Good point. Holy, excuse my hiccup. That was well said.
yeah.
Speaking of, I just ate ground beef. I got to talk about this article.
Okay.
All right, here's the weird shit of the week, people. Here's your vaccine of weird shit. They found backseat cows spotted in a Wisconsin McDonald's
Backseat
drive-through
cow.
line.
No,
Backseat
you
cows. Hear me out. And I
it's
just
a
ate
cow in the
ground beef
back.
today. Ground beef. Sorry, what?
I'm like, what's a backseat cow? It's actually a cow in the backseat of a car.
It sounds like it could be a band name or a song name. Now that I
Backseat
think about it.
cow?
Yeah, backseat
Backseat
cows,
cows? That's a band name. That's a band name.
Backstreet Boys,
Backstreet Boys.
backseat cows.
Backseat cows.
This chick was in a drive-through line of an eatery, and she spotted
She's
like
got a
what she
fucking.
thought was, you know, a fake cow, but
What the
no. See what
fuck?
I did there? You like that
Yeah.
moo? I
No.
said no.
No.
See what I did there? All right, I'm gonna stop. Very cringy, but it turned out to be a real moving calf,
What
like a
the
young cow.
fuck?
And she found three cows in the back of this
Three?
motherfucker's cart. Yeah,
No way. I'm
yeah,
only seeing one.
yeah. And but it's later written in the article she found
Are
three, and
you
the dude,
sure?
the dude who has the cows, his name is Bernie, and this Mr. Bernie here, this motherfucker decided, I want some McDicks on the way home,
That's
and
pretty
this,
cruel, man. You got a cow in
that's
the
what I
back
was gonna
seat and you're
say.
gonna get McD's.
Yeah, it's
At
cruel. This
least
decision, yeah.
maybe the
Go
cows
ahead.
are taking an Uber or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, but apparently he bought them straight up. Like, and he definitely didn't go to McDonald's
This
just
has to
because he
be
wanted it.
this has to be South America. Where is this? Wisconsin, yeah.
No, it's
No?
Wisconsin. This is North America.
Wow.
Yeah. He wanted to strike the fucking fear of God into those cows of what if you
Jesus.
misbehave, you're gonna be a McDonald's ingredient. You better
McNugget.
not. You know, that behavior will
McRib,
lead
you're
to
gonna be a
a
McRib.
McRib, or in the GTA vein, they're gonna be those cows will become a number nine large.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, but that's the weird shit for that. And the other thing that I found supremely hilarious was a bear that stole
Can't believe this.
this Connecticut chick's front step. He didn't steal the steps. He went to the front steps and stole her Amazon
Just took
package.
the Amazon.
Yeah,
Emma took the Amazon
this bear just waltzed
package.
up and it's like, dude, I don't want to whistle or destroy people's ears, but it's like whistling Dixie going in, je ne sais
Oh my
quoi, just
god.
taking the package and walking away.
What do you think was in the package?
That's a good fucking
Oh,
question, and I
toilet
don't.
paper.
No way. Was
Yeah,
that what they
that's
said it was?
yeah. That's what this. Okay, let. Can you imagine if it was something expensive like a phone or something?
Honestly, my first guess was goldfish. You know the snack? I don't know why. My brain's like, what if it was goldfish?
People
Yo,
order that
goldfish are
on
shit.
Amazon?
I hate goldfish.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a
They
fan.
suck dick.
I like
People, I
the
don't like
animal
goldfish.
crackers, but not the goldfish.
It's better than goldfish. Animal better. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
You have
way
good
better.
taste. Man of quality you are. But yeah, fuck goldfish. But anyway, I don't know
I
why my brain
I can't
thought that.
I can't imagine how fucking bad I used to my diet was in high school. Fucking
All
animal
of us.
crackers and juice.
My high school diet was
I would never eat that now.
primarily based like I would intake shawarma. That was my high school diet.
That's still fine actually. At least you're getting
Yeah.
some protein.
It wasn't a bad diet in the sense of like it was more just eating different foods because we had a cooking class in our high school and I took it for 2 years. It was a college level cooking class. So I took it and we made so much stuff. Anyway, I'm off track here. But yeah, I just took her parcel, like this bear there's a video,
Just
I'm sure
straight
you
up.
showed it.
What do they
Just took
call
it
it?
and said,
Like porch
bye.
pirates? The Amazon thing has been a problem, right? This porch piracy. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the term for it.
Yeah.
And it's like that is the last again, people, when we bring this weird news to you every week, there's no way you can really write most of this shit.
No.
It blows your mind. You're like, what the how the fuck does this happen? Why does this happen? But it happens. So, and apparently the bear left the package though in the neighbor's backyard after. So I don't know. Just
Nice.
maybe the bear was feeling mischievous and I
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, let me just fuck with this chick, take her package." Anyway, now before we wrap things up, remember, people, always wrap your willy. Speaking of cows and McDonald's, do
Are
you
you
like
going
what that?
somewhere with this?
Yeah. Hold on. I just give me a second. I'm buffering. I'm like Joe Biden. I need a moment to buffer. Give me a sec. I shouldn't be buffering, but I am. Uh, I mentioned Stephen King's It. Do you like what that clown lookalike Ronald McDonald has to offer? Do you like McDonald's?
Do I like McDonald's? That's hard to answer because the food restrictions, but
Oh
I'm
yeah, good
trying to
point.
think back home when I used to. I didn't really slam McDonald's back home. Like, I tried it a few times. Not really, I gotta say.
Yeah, for me McDick's was
Can I.
tasty but never filling. That's my main issue with it.
Can,
Everything's fine. I haven't had a bad time at a McDonald's, but I never gotten sick, but it's just never filling.
can I say
That's it.
something that might. I don't know if you might agree with this or not. As I
Go
learn
ahead.
more and more cooking, I feel like I can make better stuff at home than
Yes, you can.
than majority of restaurants that
You
I've
thought I
eaten
was
out
gonna
at.
disagree. You can do it. Everyone can.
Like, and I'm no cook, like you know me. Like, I just started learning like a few years ago when I started like being more independent. But
Yeah, you can do it.
it's
Everyone's
not
capable.
hard,
It just takes time.
and
You can do it.
you'd be surprised. Like, I'm still certain things I'm better. I don't try certain things because I'm not confident with it. But sandwiches and noodles, like, or maybe it's just that I can make it to my liking, but I can make something way better than any, at least fast food chains in terms of sandwiches.
I
So
can see that.
McDonald's is kind of redundant to me now.
Like going to Subways has like no use. Like you might as well just make a sandwich at home
Yeah,
and do a good job. Although
and
some people would
yeah.
disagree. I don't agree
No,
with
I agree. I
spending.
agree. Subway,
It's overpriced. So
it's
save your
overpriced
money.
and it's Not even the you don't get the meat that's being advertised. That's the main
Yeah, it's
thing.
like turkey meatballs, turkey tuna, like
Yeah,
unidentified tuna.
unidentified tuna.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
our that's I think that's it for today, right?
Yep.
All right,
Let's
people,
wrap it up.
you know the shebang, okay? Shebang bang. Not follow on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube at Bottom Dweller Banter BDB. Fish with the mic. It's a black colored fish, blue background with the mic. Follow us on Spotify, Bottom Dweller Banter. Follow us on Twitter at BD Banter Podcast. Give us the Instagram follow at Bottom Dweller Banter. And on that note, after talking about cows and McDonald's and scary movies, we wish you all and you're teleporting and phasing in and out of time. So before he phases out and I phase out, we wish you all a great week. Stay safe. And we're off to swim into the sea of life.
Take care.
Under the sea. See
Bye.
you.